we got.
Mm-hmm.
And we got those.
Exactly. All right. Well, you know what? It's 11:30. So let's get into our places.
Places.
All right. Well, I think I know everyone here, but if we have never met before, my name is Miss Cindy, and my helper over here is Lily. Say hi, Lily.
Hello.
Okay. So make sure we're going to get into our places. All right. So we start our class every day the same way. So come down onto a seat. And I brought with me my singing bowl, which I always bring to every class. And I'm going to ring my singing bowl. And when I ring my singing bowl, what I'd like for you to do is to come into child's pose or rock pose. Lily, can you show everybody what that looks like? Sit your bum down. Perfect. Okay, so come back up and put your listening ears on. And here we go. Very, very good. I can see everyone is in child's pose. Now, staying where you are, I will ring my singing bowl one more time. And this time, I would like for you to listen to the beginning, the middle, and the end sound. And when you don't hear any more sounds at all, I would like you to come into your crisscross yoga pose, or crisscross applesauce is what a lot of us like to say. Okay, here we go. Good job, you guys. You listened so well. I am so impressed with you all. All right, so we should all find ourselves in our easy yoga seat. And the first thing that we will do is make sure that we have our tall spine. So sitting up nice and tall. Now imagine that I have attached a string to the top of your head, and I'm beginning to pull you up to straighten up your spine so you have your best posture. Now with your hands on your knees, let's bring our shoulders into our ears like we're wearing earrings, and then lower them back down. Good, so making your neck nice and long. Let's do that again. Shoulders up into your ears, take a breath in. Exhale, lower your shoulders down. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, lower them down. Very good. Let's just roll out our shoulders one at a time, going back. Just loosening up our body, preparing ourselves for our yoga practice, and then rounding your shoulders forward. Good. Now I would like to start with a couple rounds of breath, or in yoga we call this pranayama, which is a big word, and I don't expect you to remember that. But this breathing exercise is called lotus breath. And so a lotus is a very beautiful and sacred flower, and we're going to make lotuses with our hands. So we will bring our thumbs together and our pinkies together. So I'll just show you what that looks like. And then bring the base of your palms together. See, thumbs, pinkies, and the base of your hands. So you're making a beautiful lotus flower. It looks maybe a little bit like a cup. Good. Now keeping your hands like that. So bring your palms together and open up your gut. So bring your lotus right to your heart center. And as we take a breath in, we're going to lift our lotus up to the sky, and then exhale, our hands come down. Bringing our palms together again, making our lotus. Inhale, arms up. Deep breath in, exhale, arms down. Good, one more time. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands come down. Now today, I thought it might be kind of fun to say a mantra while we do our lotus breath. And a mantra is like a phrase, or just it can be an I am statement. It can be anything that's just something that's meaningful to you that makes you feel good. So I have a few in mind that I would like to share with you, and maybe you guys can say them with me. So the first one, I'd like to say, I am strong. Good. The second one is, I am mighty. Good. I am calm. I am peaceful. Last one here. I am love. Good. Now, so for the next one, I would like you to come up with your own mantra or maybe even a wish, something that you would like to look forward to or that you would like to have, or maybe you're sending out good thoughts to your grandmas and grandpas, whatever it is. Put your wish right inside your lotus, looking down at your wish. Maybe close your eyes for a moment, focusing on that wish. Now inhale, reach it up to the universe and send out that wish as you bring your hands back down by your sides. Very good. I hope you guys like that. So we're going to continue to warm up our bodies. So I'd like you to stand up on your feet. Go ahead, stand nice and tall. So let's bring our two big toes to touch. Good, and really feeling the ground underneath of you. So one thing I like to do is I like to lift up my toes really high and then spread them as wide as I can.
Can't spread them.
Well, just do the best you can. And then set them back down. And then have a look at your feet. See if they've changed at all. Right? And then maybe you can shift your weight into your toes. You can shift your weight back into your heels and just noticing what the ground feels like underneath of you. All right, so I have a little song that I like to sing to warm up our bodies. And I'd love for you to sing with me, but if you don't like to sing, you can just do the actions. Lily's gonna help me. She knows the words very well. So follow along, here we go. The sun is up, it's a brand new day. Time to shake those sleepies away. Put on fresh clothes and open the shades. Hello, my beautiful day. The sun is up, it's a brand new day. Time to shake those sleepies away. Put on fresh clothes and open the shades. Hello, my beautiful day. One more time. The sun is up, it's a brand new day. Time to shake those sleepies away. Put on fresh clothes and open the shades. Hello, my beautiful day. Well done. That was amazing. Beautiful singing voices today. Now, we're going to move into a full sun salutation. Are you guys ready? You can follow along. So take a deep breath in, circling your hands overhead and say, hello, sun.
Hello, sun.
Good. Now bring your palms together, interlace your hands, release your thumb and index finger. So if you can see my hands, my thumbs are crossed. So arms reach up overhead. Now say hello to the moon. So we're making a crescent moon shape with our bodies. Good. Come back to center. We're going to go over to the other side. So crescent moon shape with our other side. And now what else lives in the sky besides the moon? How about the stars? So step your feet apart, toes are slightly out, heels are in, reach your hands up, and now shine bright and beautiful like a star in the sky. And maybe twinkle your fingers a little bit, just like a star would twinkle in the sky. Very good. Now bring your feet together and fold forward. So hinge and fold and say hello to the earth. Oh, hello, earth. Now hands come to your shins, lift up halfway, and say hello to your neighbor. Hello, neighbor. Maybe you have a neighbor on your other side. Hello, neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
Now, coming down onto our hands and our toes for our plank pose. Now, staying nice and strong, making your body stiff like a board. Really pressing your hands underneath your shoulders. And I'm going to challenge you to come down nice and slow onto your belly for our count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good, everyone. Very, very good. Now, hands are underneath of your shoulders. Untuck your toes. Lift your chest for your cobra pose or your snake pose and say a little like a snake. Good, lower down. Now, if you can, bring your hands back behind you so that your hands are facing down. Good, and now as you inhale, I want you to lift up your chest and lift up your feet. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everything lifts lifts off like an airplane. Feel yourself soaring through the sky. One more breath in, you can do it. And lower down. Good, we'll do that one more time. Maybe interlace your hands behind you this time. And this is called locust pose. Ready? We're gonna lift off. In 3, 2, 1. Lift off, lift your chest, lift your feet, lift everything up. You guys are doing great. And lower down. Ooh, that was some hard work. So bring your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. We're gonna come into our downward facing dog pose, everyone. So lifting those hips high to sky. And what does a dog like to say? He likes to bark, doesn't he? And when dogs get excited, they like to wag their tails. So lift up one leg, bend the knee, and give it a little wag, like you're excited to see your best friend. Good, now you have another friend you're excited to see. So the other leg lifts up, knee is bent, toe is pointed, and wag your little doggy tail. Okay, good, lower your leg down. We're gonna jump up into frog pose from our dog pose. So bend your knees, feet come to the outsides of your hands, and you're just like a little frog. Lily, what does the frog like to say?
Ribbit.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And jump back into your dog pose, and we say, ruff, ruff, ruff. Jump up into your frog pose, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Jump back into dog pose, ruff, ruff, ruff. Last time into frog pose. This time, let's jump up like a frog. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ribbit! Ribbit! Good. Ribbit! That's awesome. Now, be very, very still. I'm going to challenge you guys. Can you keep your balance? Can you bring your hands together like this? Can I see if you can do that? That's awesome. You guys are doing great. Now lower your seat down and find your easy seat, your yoga crisscross. All right, I feel like my body is very warmed up now. Are you ready to go on the yoga adventure?
Yeah.
Okay, so the very first thing we have to do is we need to jump into our hot air balloon, and we need to start the fire. So we'll begin with a few rounds of breath to start that fire. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down. One more time, keep that fire going. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, now take a hold of the hot air balloon in your hand. And we're gonna blow up the balloon. So deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, blow up your balloon. Good, let's do that again. Inhale through nose. Blow up your balloon. And one more time. Inhale through nose. Exhale, blow it out. It looks like our balloons are all filled up. We've lifted off. We're lifting up into the sky. You can see some beautiful clouds. And it's a little bit windy, so you might come down onto one side. Feeling that big stretch on the right side of your body. And then come back up to center. Now the wind has changed directions and we're going down to the other side.
This is the right one.
Good. Right. Come back up. Good. Now I think I can see some birds behind us. So let's find a twist and look over our left shoulder. Oh, looks like they're changing directions. Let's go over to the other shoulder. Have a look. Maybe say hello to the birds.
Hello, bird.
Good. Coming back to center, I can see a beautiful butterfly. So let's come into our butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together here. And hands come to the tops of the feet. Now you see how you have little butterfly wings? Begin to flutter your wings like a beautiful butterfly. Nice. And butterflies, they like to drink the nectar from flowers. So I'd like you guys to make a taco with your tongue. So roll up your tongue. Now suck in some air through your tongue like you're sucking in air through a straw. Now bend down and take a sip of the nectar. Good, let's do that again. And one more time. Very beautiful butterflies. Well, all this talk about food is making me very, very hungry. So let's come into our sandwich pose. So straighten out your legs to the top of your mat or just forward if you don't have a mat. And now grow your hands up overhead. Find that tall spine. And now we fold just like a sandwich. Now, if you can touch your toes, reach for your toes. If you can't make it to your toes, come and put your hands on your ankles or your shins. And just breathe. Good. And think about maybe what kind of sandwich you would like to be. Maybe you have a favorite kind of a sandwich.
Any sandwich. You don't want to get eaten.
You don't want to get eaten. Well, that's valid. All right. All right, coming back up. Scoot your legs back underneath of you, and it looks like our hot air balloon has landed. And it appears to be in the middle of nowhere. In fact, the only thing I can see is a cactus. So let's come up into our cactus pose. So on your feet, now you're gonna take the ball of one foot, the heel's gonna rest on your other ankle. Okay, so your knee is slightly out, and now grow your cactus arms, spread your fingers wide, and stand tall like a cactus. Very, very good. All right, let's switch sides and see if we're strong on the other side. So that foot lands, coming onto the ball of the foot, the heel is lifting, the arms stay up. Now I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna blow you down. Are you ready? Let's see if I can blow you down. Nope, be steady. All right, I'm coming to you guys. Ready? Uh-oh, you guys are strong cactuses. Nobody fell down. That's awesome.
That's because it's
All right, it looks like there's something coming towards us. I think it's a tumbleweed. So let's come down into our tumbleweed pose. Make yourself like a round little ball, like a tumbleweed, and start to roll back and forth, back and forth, just like a tumbleweed. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Very good. Well, I cannot seem to figure out where we are and what we're doing here. So let's put on our yogi binoculars. So making circles with your thumb and your index finger, and then bringing your yoga binoculars to your eyes, having a look around. I can see something in the distance, and it's very, very far away. It's pyramids. Ooh, I think we're in ancient Egypt. Very cool. That would explain the desert, and it's very hot. Well, let's see if we can walk towards those pyramids. So everybody, if you can jump up on your feet, let's start to walk together. All right, so I like to sing a little song when I walk or play a little game. So follow along with me. Walk it out slow. Walk it out slow. Walk it out slow. Walk it out slow. Walk it out fast. Walk it out fast. Walk it out fast. Walk it out fast. Walk on your toes. Walk on your toes. Walk on your toes. Walk on your toes. Oh, I feel like we've been walking forever. It's very hot. My legs are getting tired. I'm so thirsty. What are we going to do? What if we said a mantra to help make us feel better? I have one in mind. Let's try and say it together. I am strong, I am mighty, and I will not give up. Oh, there's something coming towards us. It looks like a bunch of, it's camels. Let's come into our camel pose. So on your knees, now this is a tricky one, so listen carefully. Make sure you have a little space between your knees. Bring your hands on your hips. Now move your hands around behind you. So imagine that you have jean pockets, and you're putting your hands just in those jean pockets. Okay? And now I'd like for you to lift up your head, and maybe this is where you stay today, but if you feel like you have the space, you can reach down for your heels and find that nice back bend here. So I'm going to show you what it looks like from the side. And don't do anything that doesn't feel good because yoga is not supposed to hurt, right?
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it's uncomfortable and you learn to breathe through it, but it should never hurt. You should never feel pain. So this camel has one hump and her name is Alice. So Alice the camel has agreed to take us to the pyramids. Whew, thank goodness, because I was getting awfully tired of walking. So thank you to Alice. We've made it to the base of the pyramids, and there's 3 pyramids. So let's come up into our pyramid pose. So standing up, you're going to take 1 foot back behind you, and your back toes are going to point slightly out. And now grow the peak of your pyramid all the way up. So bring your palms to touch, fingers together, and now fold yourself into a beautiful pyramid. So when you get down all the way, you can bring your hands down onto the ground just to help give yourself a little bit of support. But you want to make yourself into a triangle shape or a pyramid shape. Good. Now gently lift up. All the way, come back with your peak up to the sky and grow your hands down by your side. Now, there's 2 pyramids, so let's come into the other side. So stepping the other foot back behind you, your toes are slightly out, growing your peak up nice and tall like a beautiful pyramid, folding forwards and touching the ground. Good, lifting your hips high. Maybe hands come beside your feet. And breathe. You guys are awesome at this. Let's bring your palms to touch and lift up all the way up. Now, beside the 2 pyramids, there is a sphinx. So let's come into sphinx pose. You're about to find out what it is. So onto your belly, everyone. Bring your hands underneath of your, elbows underneath of your shoulders. So your arms are forward and you're lifting your chest like a sphinx. So if you don't know what a sphinx is, it is an Egyptian legend, and a sphinx is a mythical creature that has the head of a human with the body of a lion. Imagine that. That's a little different.
I actually know what a sphinx is, Mom.
So let's come into our lion's breath because we've created the first part of our sphinx with our head and our upper body. Now we get to be a lion. So come onto your knees and we'll practice our lion's breath. Do you remember what lion's breath is? So you get to roar. It's a lot of fun. You take a deep breath in, and when you roar, you stick out your tongue and close your eyes. Let's do a couple together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It looks kind of funny. Should we do that again? 1, 2, 3. We'll do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Good. It looks like we've made it to the base of the pyramids, and there is a snake trainer, a snake charmer. All right, so let's come into our snake trainer pose because he is playing the flute. So bringing your hands forward in front of you, you're going to lift up one, so you cross your arms, spin your palms away, and bring your palms together. That's a little tricky. Now you're playing your flute just like that. You can play your flute here, or you can circle your hands towards you and away.
What?
Yeah, it's tricky. Let's try the other side. I know that one's a tough one. Okay, so hands are like this. Spin your palms away. Lift up one arm and cross it over. Bring your palms together. Interlace your hands. Play your flute. You can stay here or bring your hands towards you and forwards. Aha, see? The snake charmers have magic flutes. This is very magic. All right, release your hands. Now let's come into our cobra pose because this is an Egyptian cobra. And Egyptian cobras, they like to dance. So hands underneath your shoulders, lift up for your cobra pose, and do a little dance. A roll the shoulders, a roll the shoulders, roll the shoulders, roll the shoulders, forwards, forwards. How does your cobra like to dance?
I'm a dancer.
My cobra likes to
Likes to
bob
do
his
what?
head from side to side. Well, your cobra's crazy. And my cobra likes to go head up and down. Good, just like a dancing cobra. Coming down. All right, we've made it to the entrance of the pyramid. So let's open the big door. So come up onto your knees, hands on your hips, extend one leg out to the side, and grow your arms out like a T. Now we open up the big gate and we go. And now we need to shut the door. So hands come back to your hips, knees underneath of you. Extend the other leg out, arms to a T, and open up the gate. Wow, we made it inside of the pyramid. And now, the pyramids, I don't know if you know, they were built for pharaohs, and pharaohs were Egyptian royalty, kings and queens. So let's come up into our pharaoh pose.
What about monkey?
Right away. So toes are out, heels are in. Cactus the arms, take a deep bend. This is our pharaoh pose. And so pharaohs, when they died, they built the pyramids as a tomb, as a place to put their bodies, and they turned them into mummies. That's why we know so much about their culture. So let's come into mummy pose, shall we? So feet together, laying down on your mats. Extending your legs.
This is fun.
Now you're going to cross your arms over your chest, so one hand to one shoulder and the other. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So just like this. So being a mummy, good.
Being a mummy is great love.
Now you have to close your eyes and be quiet like a mummy. Take 3 breaths. Very good. All right, let's help ourselves up. Maybe continuing on our way as we explore the pyramids. It looks like there are some writing or some carvings on the wall. Now carvings, hieroglyphs is what they're called. Instead of words and letters, they made pictures, and that's how they recorded their history and why we know so much about them. So if we look on the hieroglyphs, it looks like the Egyptians, wait, is that right? They used to keep crocodiles as pets. Oh, that seems very dangerous. Let's come into crocodile pose. So on your belly, bring your hands, your elbow and forward, crossing your hands like this, and lower your forehead down. Now this is sleeping crocodile, so let's be sleeping crocodiles. You know what else the Egyptians used to like to keep for pets? They used to like to keep monkeys for pets. So let's come into monkey pose. Yeah, we'll get there. So monkey pose is a lot like frog pose, except monkeys have a lot more energy. So they say,
Banana.
monkeys like to eat bananas. The Egyptian people always had dogs as well. So let's come into our downward dog pose. Yeah, and say, but the most special pet of all was a cat. The Egyptians thought cats had magical powers, and they were the protectors of children and their homes. So cat pose, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale and lift your chest. And as you exhale, round your spine like a scary cat and say, meow. Inhale, belly lowers, lift up. And exhale. One more time, inhale, lift up. And exhale. Well, I feel like we've been walking for a very long time, learning all about the Egyptian cultures. And I'm afraid we might even be a little bit lost. Maybe we should say our mantra. What do you think? Okay. I am strong, I am mighty, and I will find my way. Oh, look, there's a scarab beetle. Let's come into beetle pose, okay?
I'm a beetle.
Yes. So extend your arms forward like a beetle and lower your forehead down into the ground. Good. Now the scarab beetles know always where to go and how to move around these pyramids because that's where they live. They like to live in the dark in the pyramid. So I bet we could follow this beetle right out to the front doors. So let's come back up into our walking pose. Are you guys ready? Should we play that little walking game again?
Watch what we do.
Walk it out slow. Walk it out slow. Walk it out slow. Walk it out slow. Walk it out fast. Walk it out fast. Walk it out fast. Walk it out fast. Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. One more time. Walk like an Egyptian. Yay! And just like an Egyptian, we made our way out of the pyramid. High five. High five, somebody. Well done. We did it. Now say hello to the sun. In Egypt, they said Ra. So we say, hello, Ra.
Hello.
Yay, we're so happy to see you. And in the sky, you can see something flying towards us. What is that? I think it's a magic carpet.
Carpet.
Should we jump on? Should we go for a ride? I think that would be kind of fun. All right, so Magic Carpets decided that he's going to take us to the Nile, the river. So let's get on our magic carpet. Step 1 foot back behind you. Open up your arms and try not to fall. And don't look down because it's a little bit scary because we're up very, very, very high. All right, let's try the other leg. So step your other leg back behind you. Throw your arms up. Keep your balance. What do we say when we feel a little bit nervous? I am strong. I am mighty. And I will keep my balance.
I made that one.
You did. Good. We made it all the way to the Nile. The Nile is one of the most famous rivers ever. And it's the longest river in the world. And there is a boat waiting on the river for us. So let's come into our boat pose.
This is a boat pose?
Yes. So handstand by your sides, lifting up one leg, lifting up the other leg, lifting up one arm and the other, and balance just like a boat. Now the boat is going to take us all the way back home. So let's grab our oar and row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Other oar. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. All this rowing is making me tired. And look, the stars are starting to come out in the sky. So let's just drift off to sleep while the boat takes us all the way home. So laying down onto your backs, finding a comfortable position. Now extend your legs up to the sky for twinkling star pose. Now start to twinkle your toes like the star twinkles in the sky. And maybe making a wish on the star, sending it out into the sky, into the universe. And then gently bend your knees and relaxing yourself down all the way, finding a comfortable position, drifting off to sleep. That was a very, very busy day. Let's take a moment to rest, relax our bodies, and relax our minds. Into Shavasana.
Noise.
Being as quiet and still as you can. Now staying exactly where you are, I'm going to ring my singing bowl, and when you don't hear any more sounds at all, I'd like you to come up to crisscross yoga seat or easy seat. Very good. Relaxing, everyone. What a wonderful job you did today. You should be proud of yourselves. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Take a moment to thank your body and yourself for all of the things you did today, for staying calm, for going to your mantra when you're feeling scared, and knowing that you're strong and that you're mighty always. All right. So let's bow our heads together and we say, Namaste. And then we say, Yay! Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. Thanks for coming to Egypt for me. I hope to see everyone again next week. Bye.
Bye.
So much fun. Thanks for joining.